my next question is about technology, because the big thing that's happening right now is everyone is, and I think this is the general consensus, at least this is what Accenture found in their Selling in the Age of Distraction report, where over half of sales reps believe they have too much technology and it's getting worse every year. So my question is, in your experience, how are people leveraging technology to improve their sales performance? But are people also adopting technology in the wrong way such that it's hurting them?
I believe so. And this has been an age-old problem. This has been the problem that I experienced back when I was a programmer for operating system code. It's that form versus function. The technology is form, but our business processes and how we get from point A to point B is the function. It's like having a gourmet kitchen, but you really only make hamburgers every day. You know, we want to be able to leverage technology where it makes sense and use it for repeatable tasks that lend themselves to mechanization. There is a huge human component still needed for relationship building that sometimes technology hinders rather than helps. So I like to use technology for those particular processes or steps or pieces of the pipeline that naturally lend themselves to mechanization. You know, think of almost like an assembly line where there are certain portions of the assembly line that you can mass do something and it's not going to affect the overall quality. But there also are pieces that they need that human touch. And that's how our prospects are. There are certain areas where we can mechanize the conversation, but as we start marching down the pipeline and start building those relationships, the human side, the authenticity has to come out.
The conversation is a big problem.
Mhm.
And when Serious Decisions took a look at this, they found that 3/4 of sales leaders found that their sales team really didn't have the knowledge to have a valuable conversation. So in your opinion, is it impossible for sales to, or for technology to improve sales conversations, or is it really that human element that's required?
Well, I think technology can help us get smarter and get more in-depth information pre-conversation about what our prospects are doing, what they like, how they view information, how they like to hang out on the internet, you know, what kind of movement have they been doing over the course of time, what papers have they written, where do they consume information. All of that technology is going to help us and give us a nice dashboard so that when we do have the conversation, we're quickly able to connect that human side of things, that relationship side. I'll give you a case in point. I was looking up a prospect in San Francisco, and up on my right side of my screen popped that he was interested in smoky coffee flavored beer. And that's a weird combination. So I opened up the conversation with him saying, all right, so tell me about this smoky coffee flavored beer. Where is it brewed? And that was the beginning of a fabulous conversation. Technology helped me see that through the stack and then, you know, the needle in the haystack of all the things that my prospect was doing on the internet. I was able to hone in on the one thing that would start that conversation and continue it. So it's great for that.
Great for serving up the right information when you need it to help you have better conversations or help you connect with somebody, especially on the
Connect,
prospecting side.
connect and have more quality conversations and let them know that you've researched them. And by me saying that, that was a key word for him. He knew I had looked him up. I had spent time trying to find information about him that we could connect on. Now, granted, it was all served up for me by technology. I just looked my eyes over to the right side of my screen. I didn't go and spend hours researching, but the appearance of that, the perception of that is that I am really interested in who he is, what he likes, what he doesn't like, and I can bring that up in conversation.